What's up guys, Vincent here, and I am making this video based on the news from NetherRealm that now they have stopped on MK11 and have announced that they're moving on to the next project. So as we technically see right above me, this is a little picture from IGN's Twitter saying that, or at least news, NetherRealm moving on to the next project. And of course we see Scorpion and Superman basically just standing in pose, and everybody's wondering if they're gonna do Injustice 3. But I hope that's actually not the case. Now here's my personal opinion on this whole thing. Both the Injustice games I did enjoy. Injustice 2, I actually had a lot of fun. We did play the story mode on our channel when it was like one of our very first. It was honestly one of our first LPs when Injustice 2 was there, and then we did one video of like just a few of us just bashing each other, playing the game and just having fun with it. And Injustice 2 was actually a super fun game. I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than Injustice 1. And Injustice 1 was, when it was first a thing, it was really cool. Like, oh my gosh, the DC characters in a fighting game. It's been done before, but like it's being done by the guys that make Mortal Kombat. This has to be good, right? So I remember the first time seeing Injustice, or like Injustice, I was actually really excited about it. And then it was the whole deal of when I first see the, like, oh, Superman's a bad guy, and then I'm thinking to myself, I remember, like, what, we're going this route? Well, all right, let's see how it is. There was an old interview. This was talked about back in other videos, and Max actually talked about it too, which got me curious and why I want to talk about this whole thing since NetherRealm made their announcement. Is Ed Boon had an interview saying, in curiosity, the interviewer, I don't know who it was, asked Ed Boon, has he been approached by people like from Marvel? And he said, yeah, like he has. We had some talks. And they're like, what, about what? And it's like, we just talked. For a lot of folks, and at least for myself, and I know others that really want a Marvel versus Capcom, or at least a Marvel fighting game happen, besides it just stopping at Infinite and it just comes to a close right there. But for a lot of folks like myself and others out there that love Marvel fighting games, grew up with them, like as a kid playing them in arcades, maybe at like a Chuck E. Cheese or just a regular arcade or at a barcade. Marvel vs. Capcom was like one of the first like games I would want to like go see if they have it in the arcade. If they don't, it's like, all right, well, what else do they have? NetherRealm moving on to a next project, and we don't know what it is, but everybody's curious because of that interview that it's kind of brought back. If they don't do Injustice 3, which I figured, at least for NetherRealm, everybody thought that Injustice is their break from Mortal Kombat, and it's understandable because a lot of Mortal Kombat, they really have to go through a lot of the gore stuff, and that story a long time ago of the creators going through some medical issues because they're just staring at blood and they're just staring at guts and things like that for like constantly like their job to make these fatalities, and it kind of hurt. It hurt them. Curiosity is out there. Like what if NetherRealms is making a possible just Marvel characters a fighting game? And I think honestly it's been such a long time since we've had just a Marvel fighting game, because it's only been done by Capcom when we had Marvel superheroes and what's the other one? I believe it's just Marvel superheroes. I'm not forgetting anything. But X-Men was separate. X-Men was separate at the time, so it was just like X-Men Coda, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and then became Marvel versus Capcom and things like that. But for just Marvel characters by themselves, it has been technically a very, very, very long long time. It pictures everybody's mind of saying, like, if it was Marvel, how would the Punisher look like? Would he be a fighting game character? Which I hope the hell, if this is a dream come true for Marvel fighting games, man, put the Punisher in there. My gosh, he'd probably be more fun than Red Hood. I'll just say that. And maybe like how cool Spider-Man would look. How cool, like a lot of them. I mean, it sucks because I don't think, but I could be wrong, maybe X-Men can get in there. I know the deal with the All Fox and all that stuff, it's out there, but now NetherRealm has to deal with, honestly, doesn't have to really deal with Marvel, they have to really deal with Disney. So that's the whole talk, and that's the whole like negotiating, like what are we gonna do here. So it's involving Marvel, but it's really like, what do we honestly see? We've seen Captain America, we've seen Iron Man, we've seen the Hulk, we've seen the Avengers in games, and we've seen them in other fighting games, of course, with the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. We've seen these characters, but would it be so cool just to see Gambit in this cool ass looking armor, seeing Wolverine, Cyclops in this cool, like, classic design, classic cool blue and yellow design, as loved them in the 90s, but give it this, I guess you could say, like the whole cool custom little attachments that they did in Injustice 2 with the DC characters. Like, some of them were pretty cool, some of them were pretty but you mix and match and make your custom character of your favorite fighting character to, you know, it appeals to you. So I could see that done to, like, I can see that done to Blade, I can see that done to, again, Punisher, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, Thor. If they had the Hulk, you know, you actually like do attachments to him, make him look like Planet Hulk, or at least like what he looked like in Thor Ragnarok and things like that. There's crazy cool ideas that could happen, but right now it's just it's iffy. It's iffy at this moment, and we won't know. And honestly, probably I would say maybe not even the Game Awards. It'll have to be a huge announcement. Probably maybe next Game Awards, not this one, but next E3 or next Game Awards, they'll probably announce something. But then again, guys, I believe in NetherRealm because how they did it for MK11. How they did it for Injustice 2, it was amazing. So whatever this next project is, like I said, either Injustice 3 or a Marvel fighting game or something completely different, we don't know. I will give them time. I will be patient because of this type of topic. What can I say? What can I say? I will wait. I will let them work. And because of this project, it's probably going to be those things that it's like, it's in the back wall. I'm not even thinking about it right now because they're working on we're focusing on what's here. So let me know in the comments below what you guys honestly think. You know, don't be afraid to comment down below. Don't be afraid to like this video. Don't be afraid to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. You know, when it comes to things like this that we're so excited about, let's talk about it. Let's share some opinions, share some facts, what you guys think. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Vince, and I'll see you guys next time.